What's up, people? It's your boy Rashad back again with another video. Today is Monday, so you know what that means. It's Walking Dead, motherfuckers. This one is season 8, episode 9, titled The Lost and the Plunderers. Full spoilers, so if you haven't seen the episode, this is your spoiler warning. Where are you going? What are you doing? Watch the episode, come back, and let's get straight into it. Nothing actually happened in this episode, so I'm going to keep it as short as I can. Just tell you what I did like, what I didn't like, give you a rating at the end, and focus! So without any further ado, The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 9, The Lost and the Plunderers. Firstly, I did like the little snippets that I did. Basically, in the episode, it was edited a lot differently. You saw a character's name, and then it showed you how that character was feeling, where they were, stuff like that. It started off straight after the death of Carl, and they were burying him. Rick and Michonne are burying him. So it kicks off straight away. They bury him and they're leaving. Rick is taking it very well at the moment, to be fair. Michonne's crying a little bit. It's very emotional. Like, losing Carl was always going to be a big thing. And for people that are complaining that it's dragging out and stuff like that, it's like, this was one of the Atlanta 4 guys. Like, they can drag it out as long as they want, to be honest. If they didn't, I'd be like, why the fuck have they stopped caring about Carl? But Michonne tries to go and save a gazebo that's on fire that Carl apparently used to sit on the roof of, which was stupid as fuck. I understand she's grieving, so I'll allow her, but it wasn't worth risking her and Rick's life for. Not at all. I loved who this episode focused on for the most part. I think the second or third cut was to Enid and Aaron. Now, I love Aaron and I love Enid, but this B-plot, it wasn't that it was unnecessary, but it was just that I'm done with Oceanside. Like, they've tried 3 times to get them on their side and it's just not working. They don't get it. I loved the fact that Enid bossed up and was like, listen, she got herself killed. Talking about Natalia, I think her name is. Stop trying to kill strangers. Like, it doesn't really make sense, and then you're going to get upset and try to kill me to make yourself feel better. When you know that your grandmother was a weirdo and she was probably insane a little bit, and she did get herself killed. Why is she attacking Aaron in the dead of night? Like, who's not going to shoot at her? It was just stupid. So I like that she pointed out their stupidity and it got them, it saved their lives basically. But yeah, I'm done with Oceanside, and I know they're probably going to end up going back there at some point. Or Aaron's just going to convince them to fight, and they better turn the tide, because if they don't turn the tide, this whole storyline was absolute trash. But it switches to Negan, and that's when shit gets interesting. Like, I love the Saviors. It may be controversial, but I love the Saviors. I love hearing about them. They're very, very interesting to me. I think they're a very good villain for the Alexandrians and Rick's main group. But I do, man. I love the Saviors. I think they're very interesting. I think that Negan is a very good, he's got a lot of layers to him, and I enjoy learning a lot more about him, and this episode was one of the best for his character development, I'd say. But there's some friction between him and Simon. Simon's getting a bit too big for himself, too big for his boots now, and he's starting to question Negan a lot, and I can see Negan's motivation starting to push through, and maybe his insecurities and weaknesses starting to show, which is amazing to see. Do you know what? Simon should, I think Negan should just kill him. He should just die. Like, just kill him. Because he knows there's a problem. He is making a lot of allowances at the moment, but yeah, Simon's going to be a big threat if he doesn't kill him soon. But yeah, Negan sends Simon to go get restitution from the garbage people, the trash can people, from Jadis. But ends up killing all of her people in front of her, which was crazy, and you could actually see the fear in her eyes and the pain in her eyes, so it did humanize her a little bit more. I still don't care about her, all the people, and they should have died, but this episode and this clip was very, very, like, this section of the episode was very Jadis central. So either she's going to be a big part in the future, or this was all pointless as well, because it focused on her way too much. Way too much. Maybe she's the founder of the Whisperers, who is another group in the comics. I don't know. But it was very pointed. It was very blatant that they wanted you to care about Jadis in this episode. Because she even started speaking normally. After all her people died, and she was speaking to Rick and Michonne, who turned up. She was speaking normally. Normal English, no broken sentences, none of that weird accent and dialects. Nah, she was cool. So that was all an act. or something that she wanted to be like. And I don't know, there's some rumor that they have like a helipad in the landfill and solar panels and shit like that. So I don't know, man. Maybe that helicopter that Rick saw has something to do with them. I don't know, but hopefully we'll see this season. But the best sections by far were Rick and Negan's scenes. Rick's especially, because he had that conversation with Negan over the walkie-talkie where he's talking about Carl's death. And this is something that I really wanted to see, because Negan, he sees Carl the same way I saw Carl. And he saw him as the future of this world, someone that was built for this, that he was not born but bred in an apocalypse, and he had his wits around him, and he'd be a great leader and people would love to follow him. Like, he saw all that potential, and I saw that. So obviously when Carl died, it was a kick to the balls for me. And you could see it, like when Negan found out Carl died, he was genuinely upset. Negan's always shown that he's thought so highly of Carl. Like, he's always praised him, he's treated him like an adult, he didn't try and kill him or anything like that. He's actually praised his resolve and his ambition and his bravery, that shit like that. So to see them, Rick and Negan, bounce off each other like that in a conversation about Carl, where Rick's just trying to get angry and his rage is coming out, and Negan's just literally just so sympathetic and telling him that he's a bad father and shit like that. That was crazy to see. That was the best scene. But that's also what I didn't like about the episode. Like, Walking Dead is starting to quickly become, or at least to me, is quickly becoming a show that all the good stuff is saved for the end, or little snippets of it. Like, I do understand a lot of people's gripes with it now. This episode was extremely slow, and last episode was extremely slow. They need to pick up again. I know it can't be action all the time, but even the conversations, the engagement with the audience, like, we need to care about, like, the whole stuff with Oceanside that didn't need to be in it. Jadis, unless it's really important, didn't need to be in it. Like, I would have just enjoyed them mourning Carl at the beginning, the conversation with Negan, and then other stuff that would have happened that would have pushed the season a little bit further. But yeah, man, this episode wasn't the best for me. I'd give it a strong 6. Actually, I'll give it a low 7. I'll give it a low 7. Purely because of the last scenes between Negan and Rick. A low 7. But other than that, the episode was very slow. Had a lot of pacing issues. Even the action that did happen didn't really satisfy me. So I'm not going to say Walking Dead is getting shit or anything like that, because I have to criticize it. Like, these are things that I have to criticize. Like, I'm watching it, I can't always say the good things. So these are my gripes for this episode. It was very slow for me. Not enough action. Not enough people that we care about and stuff like that. Or not enough events that we care about yet. So it seems like a lot of filler right now. This would be, if this was anime, it'd be a filler episode. Anyways, guys, let me know if I've missed anything out that I should have talked about. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about this episode. Like, if you're new, as usual, subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Taylor about the fucking flex.